Welcome to ADHD Whiskey. My name is Matt, and today we're gonna find out if there's a brand new king of bourbon under 90 proof. Last year I made a big fuss out of a bourbon that's been on the shelves for a while, but nobody talked about. It was Tin Cup 10-year bourbon whiskey, 84 proof. I declared the Tin Cup 10-year to be the best bourbon under 90 proof. But in 2023, Tin Cup was like, guess what? We've got an older bourbon that we'd like to introduce to you, Matt, and everybody else. So what did Tin Cup do? They released a bourbon not 1 or 2 or 3 years older than the 10-year, but 4. They did that. And this is what they put in stores. Whew. Tin Cup 14-year. It's a Tin Cup 14er. Looks really good. Looks really nice. It comes in a beautiful, sharp looking canister. It says our oldest whiskey, Colorado's tallest mountain peaks. America. America. Bottle looks extra beautiful. Bottle looks extra sharp. It's got the white on the gold on the red. It's got like a coppery McBeautiful look to it. I really like the looks of this bottle. It looks really sharp. America. America. Tin Cup 14er, aged 14 years. It's an 84 proof bourbon whiskey, cut with Rocky Mountain water, bottled at 5,251 feet, in case you're keeping track. Tin Cup 14er, a celebration of Colorado's majestic 14ers. This is straight bourbon aged for 14 years in new white American oak barrels, and then cut to proof with pure Rocky Mountain water. Tin Cup 14er is rich and smooth bourbon with notes of caramel and butterscotch. Let's raise a glass to celebrating adventures worth tasting. Friggin' A. Bottled by Tin Cup Whiskey, Denver, Colorado. A lot of people think that since it says Tin Cup on here, it's bourbon blended with malt whiskey, but that's not the case with the 10-year or the 14-year. Both the 10-year and the 14 are straight bourbon, straight from Indiana, straight from MGP or Ross and Squiggles. This baby rings in at about $75, which is like $25 or $30 more than the 10-year. So let's find out if the extra 4 years in age is worth the extra $25 or $30 in price. That's what I'm about to determine tonight. Let's give this 14-year bourbon a little bit of an SJ. Whoops. Going in for a nose. Ooh, this reminds me a lot of the 10-year. Wow, it's very rich smelling. It's very rich, very oaky, very sweet. If you know anything about me and what I enjoy in a good bourbon, it's that extra aged, delicious, well-rounded oak quality, and I really get that off of the nose on this. Yes. Yeah. If you poured this for somebody completely blind and they went to nose it, they might think that this is a much more expensive bourbon than it is. The nose is definitely right up my alley and right up my ass. Friggin' dig it. Tin Cup 14er down the hatch. Ooh, yeah. That is soft and delicate and sweet. It's oaky. Little bit of dark red fruits on there, like a dark red fruit, like a black cherry. Little bit of chocolate. I like that. There are some people out there who will not like this because it is not a proofy bugger. It's a low proof offering. It's only 84 proof. So if you go into this expecting it to blow your socks off of your fat ankles, guess what? Your socks are gonna get stuck on your fat ankles because it's not a sock blower offer. But if you're wearing saggy boxer shorts, you should probably be careful because it might wiggle them babies loose. If you go into this expecting a delicious, oaky, low-proof offering, then you're gonna be thrilled because this is magnificent for 84 proof. To me, it's very well-rounded. It coats the mouth extremely well for being 84 proof. Personally, I can't think of another bourbon that I can just go out and buy off the shelf today that's under 90 proof that is this good. If someone told me I could only drink bourbon under 90 proof and I had to go choose a bottle, this would be it. Unless of course the 10 year's better. I guess we have to compare it to the 10 year. 10-year tin cup. The 10-year tin cup also smells really good, but I do believe that you pick up the extra 4 years on the nose. Oh yeah. The 14-year is a much oakier approach to their 84 proof bourbon, which seems like an obvious thing to say, but I didn't really know what to expect going into this. We're talking about an 84 proof watered down MGP bourbon. So there's a significant amount of Rocky Mountain water added to each of these. So like, what does that much water do to an extra aged bourbon? Does it ruin it? Nope. All right, go for a taste of the Tin Cup 10. Wow, that's really good too. But after tasting the 14, I'm convinced that the 14 year is the best bourbon under 90 proof, officially. Now, if you watch my original Tin Cup 10 year video, I gave it a score that was way too high. And then in a live stream later on, I rescored it. And I think that the rescored version of Tin Cup 10 year, I think it ultimately received a score of 8.1, which is great. The 14 year, on the other hand, is gonna receive a score of 8.3. It's even greater. It's really great. It's a great bourbon. It's an 8.3 for an 84 proof bourbon. I'm okay with it being 84 proof for it being this well-rounded and good. I typically don't drink bourbons under 100 proof, I just don't. But if I were to, this is definitely right up there with the best. The new king of bourbons under 90 proof, right here, right there. That's gonna wrap up this review. Thank you for watching. Would I like it better if it were 100 proof? Yes. So next year, let's go ahead and pump the proof up on this, like to the 100 proof range. Come on, let's do it. 100 proof Tin Cup 14er would be a gangster of a bourbon. This is just a little mini gangster. It's like, shorty wanna be a thug kind of thing. If you enjoyed the video, please hit the thumbs up. If you've watched more than one of my videos and you're not subscribed already, let's do a little handshake agreement. You can watch all this for free, but hit subscribe and help me out.